Oh. Peace. Hold on 1 second. Peace. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck Spooky Hours. Let's go to my sponsor real quick. All right?
You hear something?
Huh? Have you guys heard of StreamBoss? It's a new IPTV provider that gives you over 5,000 channels for only $20 a month.
Oh, cool!
$20 for live TV, local TV, movies, TV shows, pay-per-views, and so much more.
Huh? What?
If you have a Fire Stick, smart TV, or streaming device, then head on over to thestreamboss.com to begin your setup process.
Peace. You're now tuned in to Spooky Hours. Shouts to my sponsor, thestreamboss.com. For all your streaming services, go to thestreamboss.com. TV shows, movies, etc., etc. Appreciate y'all, Stream Boss. But let's get to it. This is Spooky Hours. It's absolutely no cursing. I ain't gonna mess up my monetization. I'm on my digital hustle. It's Sunday night. It's super spooky. It's pitch black outside. Sundays is always spooky. Right now, I hear the sirens out my window. You dig me? So some spooky activity going on as we speak. The number is 310-598-2974. Hold on, let me pull it up because people probably calling now, but I ain't even got the number. Phone lines pulled up. Hold on. Alarms going off. Yeah, I missed calls. Hit me back. Hit me back. I missed a few calls. Let's get to these spooky stories on Spooky Hours. 310-598-2974. Call me with real stories. Don't call up here playing. Don't call up here cursing. Let me see who's in the chat room. Let's get it. Okay? Exactly. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Hit up the Cash App. Stop playing. I'm working hard out here. Got mad shows. Salute to the Earth Amina. I think she's in the chat. Billy Fichette. You know what I mean? Salute to China Black. I think she's in the chat somewhere. The Cash App is on the screen. Let's start off the spooky show. Who's gonna be the first to call? You're real spooky, huh? Y'all acting real spooky out here. You're real shook. Yeah, don't call up with the drunk BS. Let's get it. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. Mute your audio. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky. Peace. Oh, man, my bad. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
m.reck, how you doing?
I'm good. What's happening?
This is Dispatcher 92 from Indiana.
Dispatcher 92. What's happening?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Okay.
Listen, I started not to call and tell this story because I was told that every time that I tell it, I'm giving it energy. So it make me kind of, it's kind of like one of them situations. I was on your show before and I told you I was a 911 operator. So I'm going to start your show out right tonight.
Okay.
This is a real story.
Okay.
Everything I give them is real.
Okay.
What I'm getting ready to give you now, you can go and look up. It's on record in Gary, Indiana.
No, well, before you go into the story, it's not going to be too long, right?
No, I'm going to make it sweet and short.
Okay. Let's get it.
Okay. So, one day in the dispatch center, we were there. A detective came in. The detective that came in told us that his brother worked for the county sheriff. He was telling us about this house in Gary, Indiana. And again, it's a true story. You guys can look it up. You can Google it. And it was about this house and this activity that was going on inside of the house. But the thing that blew up really fast was the kids. They thought that the children were being abused because they had bruises and different things on their body. So they started looking at the mother to see if there was any child abuse. And that's where it all kind of jumped off. When they took the kids to the hospital, and this is a real story, it's on record. You can get a copy of it. Gary, Indiana Police Department. But one of the children, while being examined by the doctor and the nurses, went up the wall. But when they went up the wall, they went up backwards.
What?
You know how you see that in the movies?
Yeah,
real talk. It's actually on a record, on a police document.
Wow.
So the grandmother was in the room. There was a nurse in the room, and there was a doctor. The nurse that was in the room, it scared her so bad, she literally moved away after all of this jumped off. I don't want to say where she moved, but she did move. So come to find out that once the grandmother started telling them stuff, they decided that maybe the children started telling them there was something going on in the house and that it was something in the house. So they decided to get a priest from out here in Indiana to go and see if that was the deal. And it was. He had to get permission and wait for permission to do an exorcism in the house.
Wow.
And so the priest went in, the detectives went in, and the things that happened in the house, the detective said he will remember as long as he lives, he'll never forget it. The house eventually got bought by this other guy who's some kind of historic guy that does haunted houses and stuff. And he stayed in it for one night, but he eventually tore the house down. And this is in Gary, Indiana. But when he spent the night, when he came out the next morning, he had to get some kind of special glasses because of something that happened in the house while he was in there, during the time that he was in the house. Now, there is a documentary that this guy did after he bought the house. He did this kind of documentary or whatever, but supposedly after he spent the night in the house, he kind of got messed up. His eyesight got messed up.
Wow.
So it's a real story, but it was affecting the kids more than it was the mother. And they believe there was some kind of portal that was opened up in the basement.
Wow.
But the question was, they didn't know if the mother had opened that portal or if it was already there. Now that's a true story, real talk. And the kids were the ones that were being attacked inside of the house, more so than the mother. But they all had to go through an exorcism, the mom and the children, in the church.
Wow. That was.
And they said, all of them, they said all of them during the exorcism, were affected.
Yeah, that was spooky.
True story. Yeah, true story.
That was spooky. And it sounded organic and genuine. It is. I'm telling you, it's on record. If you ever want to check it out or you want to see if it's real, most records in the police department are what they call public knowledge. So you could go and get a copy of it. If you ever need a copy of it, hey, just hit me up. I got a copy of it. Also, too, I got something for you and Amina. Okay. Remember when you guys were telling us about Experian, go on there, clear your credit, do this, that, and the other? Well, Saturday, I opened up my mailbox. I got a check from Experian. They sent me a check. Wow.
So where I cleared my credit, and there was some kind of what the class action suit that was going on. They sent me a check.
Are you serious?
Real talk, I send it to you. Okay. You tell me where to send it, and I'll send it so you and Earth can see it. That's real talk.
Yeah, you can screenshot it.
About it. Hey, y'all not school me.
Yeah, screenshot it and tag me or tag her on Instagram, m.reck GM or mrecktv or the Essence 2020.
Okay.
All right.
Send it to you.
All right.
All right.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Anytime, my brother. Y'all be blessed.
All right,
and
my
sister.
sister.
Thank you for everything you and the Earth do. I love both of y'all.
Love you too. Appreciate you. Stay blessed.
All right, my brother.
All right.
You too.
Peace, sister.
Bye-bye.
You now tuned in. Mute your audio.
Love you too. Appreciate you.
Mute your audio, please.
All right, my brother.
All right. What up?
You're now tuned in to m.reck spooky hours. Keep it clean, keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get it. Let's get spooky.
What's up?
Peace.
What's up? This is what up, brother? It's Anthony Kelly from Springfield, Massachusetts. What's going on?
Everything good, my brother. How you?
I'm all right, maintaining, man. I got a recent situation, a story, not even a story, it's the actual event.
Okay.
I was in Cummington, Mass. It's a part of Massachusetts. Cummington. It's like in the hills, like in the mountains. It was December 4th. I'm outside around 6:30 with a group of people talking, and we just lollygagging, whatever. One dude says, "Yo, what's that in the sky?" So we all turn around. This is bugged out right here. I saw like 10 lights in the sky, like horizontally. It wasn't a plane. It wasn't no meteor shower. It wasn't no falling stars. They were still lights in the sky, 10 of them. So I walked over. I'm bugged out. My heart's beating on my chest. So I go try to get a closer look. It was like in the sky for like a minute and a half, and then it just faded away. So it looked like it belonged. It looked like it belonged to something, like a ship or something. It wasn't a plane because it was the length of the lights. It was way too big, and we didn't hear no planes in the area. It was quiet. You know, you could hear like the jet engine and all that. So it was no plane. These lights were like horizontally lined up together for like a minute and a half, and then just faded away. And so a couple of days after, I called the Cummington, Mass. Police Department to see if anybody reported anything. So the officer was like, that day there was meteor showers going on. He sounded like he was not really downplaying it, but trying to make a logical explanation. I'm just, going along like, yeah, but I know damn well there was no meteor showers. Meteors don't stay in still and line up perfectly, horizontally in the sky and don't move. You know what I'm saying? And this was it's just, but I've never seen something like this in my life. Never. I'm not a skeptic. I believe in, other life or UFO, but to see it, I'm 32. I've never seen nothing like that in my 32 years on this planet. It was bugged out. It looked like I said, it belonged. It was lights on something, but you just couldn't see it. So I did some research. I looked at the Phoenix lights and other sightings, and exactly what I seen was exactly what other people seen around the world, different states, the same light pattern, and it's bugged out, man. And this was recently, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So
when you say recently, what, a few months ago?
No, this was December 4th, this month.
Oh, wow. Like you talking about like a week and 2 days ago.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
9 days ago.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I live in the city. I was out there doing something, and I live in the city. Probably Springfield, Mass. You probably
definitely
familiar with.
I'm familiar with.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mass.
Yeah, so I'm in the city. You know what I mean? And where I was at is like the hill towns. You know what I'm saying? It's a rural area, and I just never seen. You know what I'm saying? And for my mind, when I seen it, I was nervous because I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? I mean, excuse my language. I was like, what the heck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't register in my mind to be anything else logical. Like I could be, oh, that's a plane, that's something weather balloon. It was 10 lights lined up, and it just faded away. And multiple people saw it. People ran inside the building. There was other people seeing it, and we talked about. I drew a painting of it because it was still fresh in my memory, and I don't even paint, but I just wanted to get it on paper, and I just painted a picture of what I seen. But 6:30 p.m.
Wow.
And up in the sky, man.
Let me ask you this. You said you drew a painting of it. Can you send me that through Instagram or email?
Yeah, I got you on Instagram, mrecktv. I got a picture on my phone. I'm right out there.
Yeah, tag me and send it to my DM so I can post it on the next show.
All right, bet.
Maybe I could post it on this show, but tag me because I'm gonna try to get to my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, bet, definitely, man. But like I said, man, it's just I'm from the hood, and I just, you know what I'm saying? It had me nervous, man. Stuff don't really get me on edge, but seeing what I seen from it had me on edge, man. Like for real, to this day, it's still bugging my head up.
Nah,
man.
I feel you. Something like that had me on edge. You know what I mean?
Shit, for real, no doubt.
All right, my brother. Appreciate you calling, man.
But
thanks.
Yeah, shout out to Amina too, man. You know, she helped out a friend with the credit situation. I heard the other woman talk about it previous, but yeah, she helped out with Expedia and everything, and I appreciate the info and the knowledge, man. For
No
real,
doubt. Peace to
that.
the earth. We helped out millions of people with their credit, you know. So salute to you and everybody.
All right, Reg.
Yeah,
no doubt. I'll DM that to you right now, brother.
All right, my brother. Appreciate you.
Exactly.
Thanks for calling.
All right, fam.
Peace.
Peace.
So call me up. Spooky hours. The line is open now. You got to call up fast because, you know, sometimes I get people on the call. They be long-winded, but they be having good stories, man. So far, back to back, 2 good stories. Let's get it. It's the spooky hours with m.reck. Only call with genuine spooky stories. Don't call up here drunk because you're going to get banged on. I'm not playing tonight. It's one of those nights. You know what I mean? So you call up sounding real drunk, sounding like your drunk uncle or your or drunk auntie, you're getting banged on. I'm not having it tonight. Y'all ain't going to mess up the vibes tonight. So I missed a lot of calls. Oh, call up 412. I see you. I'm getting a lot of texts. I'm getting a lot of voicemails. Call up 202-302. Call up 229. All the calls that I missed, call up now. The lines is open. The lines is open. Don't call up drunk. You call up drunk, you're gonna get banged on. I'm letting you know right now. Don't play with me tonight. I ain't with it tonight. But y'all scared? What's happening? Can y'all hear me? What's going on? All right, I'm gonna go to my sponsor then, real quick.
You hear something?
Have you guys heard of StreamBoss? It's a new IPTV provider that gives you over 5,000 channels for only $20 a month.
Oh, cool!
$20 for live TV, local TV, movies, TV shows, pay-per-views, and so much more.
Huh? What?
If you have a Fire Stick, smart TV, or streaming device, then head on over to thestreamboss.com to begin your setup process.
We back. Y'all ready? Or y'all still acting spooky out there? The number is 310-598-2974. Here we go. Okay. They got spooked. They hung up. I'm waiting for the next call. Can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me clear because I don't know. Can you hear me clear? What's going on? Because usually the lines is be crazy. I mean, I missed a lot of calls. But what's going on? Let me go to the chat room. Let me see what's happening. It's Sunday night. So I know you're extra spooked out. What's going on? Let me go to the chat room, see what you're talking about. 1 second. So when you call up the spooky show, right? Let me give y'all the etiquette, the spooky show etiquette. Make sure you mute your audio. Make sure you don't curse. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Man, 313 Detroit, man. Free big meats, man. Been paid meal.
Salute, free big meat. Shouts to the whole Detroit. What's happening, fam? Talk to me.
Man, shout out to the East, shout out to the West, man. I seen nobody wasn't tapping in, so I just hopped on, man. I'm repping my city, man. Do my thing.
No doubt, man. Talk to me. Just keep it clean, man. You got a spooky story for us?
A spooky story, man.
Yeah, the spooky hours, man. What's going on?
Spooky hours. All right, man. I got a crazy story for you, man.
All right, keep it short though. Yeah, let's get it.
All right, long story short, man. I used to mess with this guy.
Huh?
We was tight, man. I said I used to hang with this guy. We was tight. It's a story.
Okay.
Yeah, we was cool. He did a little time and just like that, man. Like, to people, he'd be considered as the boogeyman. Long story short, me and the boogeyman was politicking. We was cool. and somebody was messing with the boogeyman. You feel me? They did the plies on the boogeyman.
Nah. All right. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. I told y'all call up with them drunk, fraudulent stories, you getting banged on. So state your name and where you calling from.
And what up, m.reck? This Freedom out of the DMV.
What's happening, Freedom? Shouts to the whole DMV.
I'm just enjoying the spooky hours.
I appreciate that. Hold on 1 second, Freedom.
I'm kind of scared.
Hold on 1 second.
I mean, I don't.
Hold on 1 second. Smash that like button. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. Freedom a little shook, but we gonna get her comfortable. Come on, Freedom.
Yeah.
Let's get comfortable.
I don't want the men in black to bother me, but
now let's get it.
I had turned 18 in 2001 in the spring.
Okay.
And in the summer, I was out, and then I was driving. It was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know, something like that. But all of a sudden, like, my car just like slowed down, and all I remember is like a light. And I remember like bits and pieces of it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, like this shit never, excuse me.
No,
this never happened before, but they had me on a table and they was doing something to me.
Huh? Hold on, didn't you just say you was in a car and then you wound up on the table?
Yeah.
How that happened?
Like bits and pieces that I can remember.
Oh, okay.
Over time.
Got you. Go ahead, go back to the table.
Yeah, well, on the table, I remember they were like different height, but it was like they was bald and white looking, gray-ish. They didn't seem human form.
Wow.
And they were talking to me telepathically. And I remember I got so scared, like I never seen them like that. I threw up or something, and they were like, "Oh, she gonna throw up." And then that's all I remember.
Hold on.
Oh, I do remember, like, my fault.
No. You said they was talking to you telepathically, so that means they was talking to you in your head, like.
Right.
Explain that.
But I was on the table. I was physically on the table, and it was like steamy, like I couldn't see, but I don't know. It was like they had me under something. I don't know what the heck happened.
Wow, yo, somebody.
That is so spooky.
Freedom. I ain't gonna hold you. People in the room, they saying you was on Molly, or they gave you a Molly or something. I'm just saying what they said.
Everybody say that, but I remember where I was. I was near a veteran cemetery.
You was in the cemetery
when it happened. No, I wasn't in the cemetery. I was driving near the veteran cemetery.
Wow.
And that's the last part I remember. And I lost like so much time when I woke up in my room, and like some of my clothes was missing. I was like,
the clothes was missing.
That nobody got me. Like,
hold on. It's starting to get real spooky right now. You saying like the great men smash?
I don't know what they were doing to me on this table. They were doing some type of experiment. They had like these gray, looked like tubes or something.
Wow.
And it was like they was putting them in every hole I had. I was like, what in the world? And they were talking to me telepathically, and some of them were nice, and then some of them were mean. I was like, what in the world?
You telling the truth, Freedom, right now? Because you got a lot of freedom.
Yo, I know it sounds crazy. I shouldn't even call because it sounds
it sounds real spooky. You said they put tubes in every hole on your body. Wow. This is freaky, spooky, and everything else. But
and like, I think I remember like it was like they had like other things in containers too. And I was like, where in the world, where am I?
Hold on, you sure you wasn't on that
weird. And I remember bits and pieces over time. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Now it sounds crazy, but I appreciate you calling, Freedom. Thank you. Good story. All right. Take care now.
You're
welcome. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Mute your audio. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Peace, King.
Peace, King. What's going on, King? Real quick, King. King, real quick.
My name is C Life Allah. My name is C Life Allah.
All right, C Life. Hold on.
A drink.
C Life. I can't really hear you. Sound a little muffled. If you can't take me on speaker.
Hold fast, brother.
Okay.
All right, peace. You hear me now, m.reck?
Yes, sir.
All right, King. Peace. I'm gonna give you a story.
Let's get it,
When I was, before I got the knowledge of myself.
Okay, my brother.
This goes back, when I was a youngin', brother. Right? So, back, I used to live in Jersey, right? So it used to be this park called Ocean County Park, right? So back then, when we was young, cutting high school, we always used to go back there, swim at the park, get chased out by the security. But it had a fence with the high school that we used to go to. So we used to always be like, fuck that. Excuse my language though, brother. But we used to be like, all right, let's go back there late night, and smoke and do our thing. So one night, the security guard was coming through the park to make sure that everybody was out the park. Now, mind you, me and my mans at the time that we grew up together, we was on bikes. We was the bike head boys and shit, right? Excuse my language again.
Yo, come on, my G. You gotta be easy on the language. Come on.
Yeah. No doubt. Pardon self to everyone out there, right? So, boom. Make a long story short. Now it's like a trail, but this trail is like miles long, but we on bikes and it's like dirt, pine trees, all types of mess going through there. So the security chasing us to get us out the park. So as we ride on the bikes, I'm riding my man on the handlebars. So we trying to get away from the police. So boom, we split up. So my man get lost, in the park. Now it's pitch dark, right? I mean, totally dark. So, right. So we trying to, call my man. So all of a sudden, we calling around, looking around for him. So my man sees, when we find dude, he telling us, yo, it's this big light, this big red, flashing light or figure by a tree. So, we looking at him like, man, this dude bugging, man. He's gonna smoke some fire. So we thinking the weed is playing tricks on him, right? So I'm like, man, we don't need to give him no more weed. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know how to handle it. So make a long story short, brother. Man, I don't know, what it was, but it was like, like a half a horse, body with like, looking like a ram's, the head of a ram. So come to think of it, come to find out, it was an old legend there about, the New Jersey Devil, brother. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, after we got out the park, and then, we made it back to our, to our neighborhood at the time, I'm like, yo, messed up. I'm like, what is this thing right there that was there? Because I know that, we all saw this thing, but I could never, picture, I'm like, nah, was this shit really real? I mean, pardon me, but was it real or was it not real? So, being that I got the knowledge of myself now, right, and anything about the knowledge of self, we deal with the five senses, brother. So when I think about it now, I'm like, maybe it, maybe a possibility could have been something there, at the time when we was young, but it just didn't want to mess with us, right? You know what I'm saying? It just was just there, just chilling, right? Like nothing, just glowing, right? On some red shit. I'm like, wow.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that was crazy though, Reck. You know what I'm saying? That was one story that I can say back when I was growing up, out when I was in Jersey, that was a lot of things going on out there about the story about the New Jersey Devil, You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you one more, Brett.
Well, I gotta get to the next caller. Thanks for calling, fam.
All right, say less, brother. And yo, King, you keep dropping that knowledge, man.
No doubt, King. Salute. Appreciate you.
Hey, yo, peace, King.
Peace, King. Peace. You now tuning in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short, keep it genuine. State your name, where you call it from. Let's get spooky. Let's get it.
This is Woody from Illinois.
What's happening, Woody?
I'm gonna be real quick.
Okay.
Just like they just real brief.
Okay.
Like when I was staying with my parents when I was a kid, I had a room in the basement, and I was right by next to the furnace. There's only two spooky things that happened there. Like a big fireball came out the furnace. So I'm thinking something wrong with the furnace. Run up to tell my parents, they come back, could never find nothing wrong with the furnace. And then the second thing that happened in that basement, I was laying in the bed, and when I opened my eyes, there was a figure standing in front of me. And you know when you sleeping, when you're not. I wasn't asleep. I closed my eyes, it was gone. Then came to find out that the previous owner had killed himself in the house.
Wow.
And next house that we lived in, these real brief, I was like laying on the bed, you know, like if you land on the bed and somebody tapping the mattress, you'll feel it. And I felt that tapping. And we live by the train tracks, so I woke up and thought like, baby, like, you know, it's the train vibrating the bed. But no, lay back down, no tap. But as soon as I start going back to sleep, the tapping started again, and like happened like 3 times in a row. And then this last thing, in that same house. Now the house is like an older house, so like if somebody's walking or whatever, you're gonna hear the vibrations or whatever. A picture had fell on the floor, and I had went in the next room and looked at the picture. The picture looked like it was pushed from the wall. It's not like it fell off the nail and fell straight down. It's like it was pushed like somebody tossed it off the wall, and that's it. For my spooky story.
Wow, you did 3 spooky stories in less than a minute and a half, man. I appreciate you. That was dope. Salute. All right, family. Peace. You now tuning in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short, keep it genuine. State your name, where you call it from. Let's get spooky.
My name Jamal, calling from out of Richmond, Virginia.
Jamal, what's happening? Shouts to the whole Richmond, Virginia. What's going on, fam?
Ain't much, man. I appreciate the show, man. You and the music dropping those jewels, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. Shouts to the earth. Peace to the earth, Amina. Talk to me.
Already. Hey, look, I remember I'm 20, I'm 28. I'll be 29 next month, right? And I remember I was maybe like 8 or 9 years old, and I was at home with my grandparents, my grandma and my grandpa, and I had a fever. So my grandma she was like, well, we lived in the country, so she didn't want to take me all the way to the emergency room because it was like an hour drive to the hospital, right? So we went up the street to the fire station. Around the street by the fire station, there's a church right there called Bethany Church. So we go to the church. The ambulance comes and they check me out, check my fever and everything. So I'm like, all right, cool. By the time they did all that, my fever had went away. So we ready to go back home. So I'm in the back seat laying down because I don't feel good. My granddad driving, my grandma in the passenger seat, and her friend Nisi was in the back seat with me. So as we driving and we get to the church, it's probably like 12 midnight. So we get to the church. It's a church that I used to go to as a kid growing up. My grandma, my whole family, you know what I'm saying, like the family church. So we driving, and my granddad slammed on brakes, and I heard my grandma yell. She said, "What the hell?" So me, I'm scared. I jump up like what's going on? And as I look, I see like a spirit or a ghost spirit, whatever you want to call it. It was right there by the church on the edge of the road, and it floated. It floated in front of the car, like up and down, floated right in front of the car, across the street, into the where all the graves at. What's they called? Cemetery, I guess, but it's where they bury everybody. It's right across the street. Man, that joke get to the graveyard and just disappear.
Wow.
Man, I was scared to go to sleep, and everybody was gone. My brother, my sister was gone. I had to sleep in the living room by myself.
Wow, that was spooky right there, my brother. Great story, man.
And I still remember it.
That was a good one right there, and it sounds genuine too. So I'm gonna salute you. What's your name again, fam?
Man, Jamal from Richmond, Virginia.
Jamal, man, salute to you, man. Thanks for calling. Appreciate you.
Oh, man, appreciate it. Yep.
All right, peace. Smash that like button. That was a good one right there by Jamal. Sounds genuine too. You're now tuning into m.reck TV. Mute your audio. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it short. Keep it clean. Let's get spooky.
Yo, m.reck, this is Malcolm.
Malcolm, what's happening, my brother? I think I spoke to you before.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
I'll give you one. All right, so 3 months ago, I was living in California, but I made my way back to Dallas.
Okay.
So one day I was at work. I was working out in California, and my friend, she's Spanish. So she had got her first apartment, but she told me that somebody died in the apartment. And come to find out, she said that the boyfriend blew his head off. He just killed himself. And so when she had a new boyfriend, he moved in with her, but probably maybe a week later, his mom moved in. And so she started telling me that her boyfriend, mom, does magic. She does spells. And I'm like, okay, why would you have her in your house if she's doing magic in your house? I said, you need to tell her not to do that there around your kids. Anyway, so when she would come to work, but check it out. One day she came to work and she got out of her car. I had already made it to the building before she did. And then she said, Malcolm. I said, what? She said, I thought I saw a little girl behind me calling my name. I said, huh? She said, yeah. She said it was the way she was sounding. I can't say it the way she was saying it, but she had the Spanish, her language was like that. But anyway, at work, just sitting down, all of a sudden, she would jump. She said, did you just touch me? I said, no. I started noticing, like, it's like 4 people in front of me. But I started noticing everybody started getting fidgety, like, did you just touch me? I said, no. And then that was to the left of me. And then to the right of me, somebody would say, okay, did you touch me? I said, no. It would go back to her again. She said, you touched me. I said, no, I didn't touch you. All of a sudden, I started getting about a week's worth of someone touching me on my shoulder. And I would jump. It's like a natural reaction. You're going to look behind you. Yeah. But it would be nobody there.
Wow.
And so one day I was in the bathroom, and I'm in the restroom sitting down, and you could hear it sounded like a little girl, but it sounded like she was crying. She was like a little snickering, like just like she was crying like.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get this out my head, like this can't be real. But I started noticing that everybody in my area where I worked at, they started saying that somebody was touching them. I would be sitting there watching everybody. And I like this young lady, she turned around, she said, oh, did you just touch me? I said, no, I didn't touch you. So what I'm saying is that the lady, her boyfriend, mom was doing magic in the house, and come to find out, her grandma does magic too. So what was going on inside and out the house? Her mother was playing with magic, as well as the boyfriend's mother was playing with magic. On both sides of the family, they were playing with magic.
Wow.
They started casting spells.
They was playing with black magic. That's what they was doing.
They was playing. They was playing with black magic to the point that these were Spanish people. You know, they would get into it with each other. They would throw like spells on each other. And then all of a sudden, you would hear her come to work and she would be telling these stories and stuff. What I think would happen was whatever she brought that was in her house, she brought it to work, because everybody in that area kept saying that they were being touched. And it looked like, it felt like somebody was tapping you on the shoulder. It's a natural reaction just to turn around and look. And when you don't see nobody there, you just like thinking like, okay, that can't be real. But I'm so sensitive that I was feeling it so much that I was trying to catch what it was. And one day I caught it. You can't, it's so hard to catch it sometimes, but it's like a quick shadow that goes by real fast. Past your peripheral, you just see it, but you never catch it. You just catch a flinch of it, a flinch. Last part that's going to go with that story there. One day she came to work with some tamales or something, and she said that her boyfriend, mom, made it. She said, "You want some?" I said, "No, I'm not going to eat that." I didn't want to tell her, but she kept saying that I think she's doing something to me, like putting some kind of magic on me. I said, "Tell her to leave the house." For some reason, she could never tell a lady to leave her house because I think her boyfriend, mom, put a spell on her. Yet this day, that lady's still in the house playing with magic, and I hear all kind of stories, like a headless girl walking around the house. You hear all kind of stories. And to add to that, the women inside the women in the restrooms, they kept saying that you would hear people whispering, saying that they would hear a girl in the bathroom just crying.
Wow.
And when they come out the stall, there'd be nobody there. Spooky stuff, man.
That was real spooky, Malcolm.
Touch the shoulder. And it's like, it's weird because nobody's there. But I caught a glimpse of it, like a shadow, real quick shadow. That's my story.
Yeah, Malcolm. I ain't gonna front. You called up a few times, and so far, all your stories has been good spooky stories, man. Did you leave that email like I asked you to do?
Give me the email again. That's m.reck
submissions at Gmail. mrecktv. mrecktv submissions at Gmail.
Submission at Gmail. Okay, got it. I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I got more too, but
yeah, you know what? Just call back. Just call back, because I'm gonna get to a few more callers.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, my brother. Thanks.
Okay.
Peace. You're now tuning in to m.reck TV. Mute your audio. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky. Keep it clean. They were scared. They got spooked. When they heard my voice, they got spooky. Peace. You're now tuning in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Mute your audio.
Peace, Reck.
What's happening, fam?
Everything's muted, bro.
Peace. Let's get it.
So listen, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate the queen. My story is when I was a shorty, I lived in Calumet City. I'm calling from the Chi.
Oh, salute to the whole Chicago.
She moved out to.
Salute.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Salute to the whole Chicago. Shouts to D Shy. Shouts to Tone Styles. Everybody. But go ahead, fam.
Gratitude, brother.
Gratitude. Salute.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm gonna make this quick. I ain't gonna make it slick, bro. Like, I lived in Calumet City with my mother and my sister, and I had this, like, it was like a boxing game. You know what I'm saying? I used to play. My sister was in the other room with my mother. It was like a little 2-bedroom that we had. On the other side, it was like townhouses. So like it was this little white boy. He like stayed on the other side of the little sidewalk, and I was like playing my little game, and he was looking out the window, and like I was making a noise, and then I would hide. You know what I'm saying? But he would like look and try to see where the noise is coming from. You know, I kept that going on, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, I'm playing my game, and like it's like a paralysis. Like if you ever experienced paralysis, it's like you can't move, but you're still conscious. Like it was like that type of a situation that came upon me, bro. That it was like a presence that I knew the presence was there, but I couldn't actually see what the presence was. And I just knew that it was there. I could like feel it, like a strong presence. And it was like an odor, like a metallic odor, you know what I'm saying? That just like, it was like it came upon me, bro. And it was like if you ever feel like how your like leg goes to sleep, it was like a staticky feeling in my whole body. Even when like I got try to close my mouth, I could feel like the static electricity like crackling in my teeth, bro. It was like this happened to me, and I tried to tell my mother about it, and to this day I know this is not a dream because I still remember. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Like I know that this happened to me as a child. You know, I was probably like 10 or something, and I know it happened. I tried to explain it to my mother. You know, it was like a distinctive smell that, you know, even to this day, from time to time, you know what I'm saying, I like experienced that smell. But, you know, yeah, that happened, man. It was like, it's something like a presence came in the room and it just like, you know, I felt it. Then it just like came on me to the point where it was like in my body, like, and I was like, I got really scared, you know, and I was like, to like feel it. And then it just got up off me, and, you know, it was what it was, man. Like I would never forget that happened. You know? And I've been like really fighting like to, you know, should I call and say this shit or no? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
No, I appreciate you calling, my brother. Good story.
Peace, bro. Peace,
my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a little spooky on another note, but I'm glad he called. Call me up. This 347. Y'all know how I feel about 347s, man. We're gonna see. You know the energy don't be right, but let's see. Peace. You're now tuning in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's keep the energy good. Let's get spooky. Hello?
m.reck?
Yeah, yes.
Hey, hello. Shout out to you and Amina. I have a story.
Okay.
And my story is that, let me first start saying that I'm Haitian. And then I'm going to say that 2 years ago, I was leaving Miami and I was moving to Massachusetts to my sister's. Mm-hmm. And before I moved there, my sister was like, hey, I have this ghost in my house, da 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 da. But I never experienced that experience. So when I moved to her house, I realized that ghost that was in her house did not like me. I couldn't sleep. It kept pressuring me. It kept trying to get itself in my body. And in order for me to sleep, I had to drink. And when I didn't drink, I noticed that it would come. My sister told me before she moved that it would come in her face and she can feel the cool air. And I felt the same thing. I was so scared where I had to sleep with her. And then the scary part is that because I'm Haitian and I carry spiritual in me too, it came to a point where I started sleeping in my sister's room. And when I started sleeping in my sister's room, there was a time, this little girl, all in white, she touched me and she was like, come. I want to show you something. And I was like, no. And then I end up going because my husband at the time was like, don't be afraid of it. Let it go. And then I came with her and she was trying to show me how she died in the house.
Wow.
So when she tried to show me how she died in the house, I seen a river and I seen a Bible bubbling. So in the dream, it's like she was showing me that the person that's actually bothering me in the house was the person that killed her.
Wow.
And then I can see her mother crying and I see a group of kids like Bible study. And then when she was like, come, let me show you who killed me. I was like, nope, I ain't getting there because if I went to go see who killed her, and that guy was the one that was bothering me in my sister's house, I felt like it would have went far. So I did not go there. Till now, when I Googled my sister's apartment and to see how far that house was and who was staying there, I could not get no information. But in my dream, she showed me that he was a minister and he killed her.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did he kill her? He drowned her?
Huh?
How did he kill her? How did he kill her? He drowned her?
He actually drowned her because when she showed me in the dream that she was drowning and I can see her mother crying. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, that's
Till
crazy.
now, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow, that's.
And I'm like, oh. And sometimes I say you have to stage when you get into an apartment or wherever you stay, you have to stage it because you don't know who lived before. You don't know the history of the apartment. You have to stage where you stay and bless it and pray because there's demons out there. There's demons out there.
Now
you know what I'm saying? And that is my story.
I appreciate you calling. What's your name again?
My name is Jay.
Jay. Thanks for calling, Jay. Good story.
Oh, okay. Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Mute your audio. State your name, where you call it from. Let's get spooky. Keep it clean.
Hi. My name is Yolanda, and I am calling from North Carolina.
Yolanda, peace. I said peace.
I have a spooky story, but this is back when I used to live in Florida. And I was about 6, 7, 8. It was sometimes I had the dog for a long time. But
Yolanda, do me a favor.
Lady, my mom worked.
Hold on 1 second. Do me a favor. Take me on speaker if you could, because you sound a little far away.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me better?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Start over.
Okay. When I was about, I'd say about 7 or 8. It was around I know I was like in elementary school, but my mother worked at a nursing home, and this old lady used to make porcelain, which I hate porcelain dolls now, but she used to make porcelain dolls of different characters. But she made me a clown. So, you know, and it had a porcelain head, porcelain feet, and porcelain hands. So, you know, when porcelain moves, it clicks, you know, like ding, ding. So my mom, and what it was, the porcelain doll set had a square bottom, so it sat on the edge of your dresser. So every now and again, I would wake up and a porcelain doll would be moved, like, you know, different parts of the dresser. And I would ask my mom in the morning, like, Mom, did you move my doll? Did you come in my room? And she was like, no. I was like, well, did you move the doll? She was like, no. So, yeah, this is why I hate clowns right now today. So, you know, like, then it started getting, I'd say that happened for maybe like a week or two. Like, it was just moving. I wouldn't hear the sound. When I wake up, it would be moved. But then I started hearing the clicking and the clacking of the dang gone porcelain. And when I would wake up, it would be not moved a little bit, but moved like to the opposite side of the dresser. I had a long, like, cream dresser with a mirror, and it would be moved to the whole other side than what it was moved. So I started hiding the doll. And I kept asking my mom. She was like, "No, I didn't do that." So I'm like, "Okay, well, ain't nobody but me and my mother that live in the house. So who the heck coming in here moving the doll?" So I started hiding the doll, and I would come home from school, and a doll would be sitting on my freaking dresser. You know, long story short, child, I don't know how I got rid of the doll, but I don't know. We ended up moving to North Carolina, so I did not take any course when we moved.
Wow.
I started all over.
I
don't like clowns right now today. But yeah, it was click and clack and like all through the night. And I was running, going my mama's room and all kind of stuff, but she would swear that she wasn't doing it. But I thought she was playing tricks on me. But
wow.
She wasn't. And I don't like porcelain and I don't like clowns.
I hear that. Good story. I appreciate you calling. All right.
Thank you, m.reck.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Peace. You're now tuning in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Yeah, what's going on, Rack? This Chan calling out the BX.
What's going on, fam? Salute.
No. Yeah, I got a little spooky story for you. I ain't gonna take up too much time, but
just keep it clean. Just keep it clean.
For putting out the information I'll be putting out.
No doubt, man. Peace to the earth. Keep it clean though, fam. That's all. Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So I'll say about a couple of years back, I probably was about 12, 13. So, you know, we a ball all day and go upstairs, play the game, whatever. So at nighttime, I'll be up real late playing my game. So one night, I go to the window, like I stay across the street from the park. So the park has a hill on it. In the Bronx, anybody know the Bronx, Katona Park, got like a hill on it. So I'm on the 4th floor. Now from the 4th floor, you can see like directly into the park on top of the hill. So I'm up late one night playing the game. I'm thinking I'm bugging. I see like a figure and he's like dancing, moving around. So in the midst of him moving around, you see like a little short person that's constantly running back and forth while he's like doing whatever he's doing. So I'm like, nah, maybe I'm bugging, whatever. So like 2 or 3 days go by, I see the same thing again. So I wake up my older brother. I'm like, yo, come here. I got something to show you. Mind you, my cousins is in the house too, because we all stayed in the same building, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I got something to show y'all. I mean, come here, whatever. So they all come to the window. So they see the same thing I'm seeing. So they like, yo, like we all bugging, like, yo, like what's that? Like you just see the movement, like I mean, he'll be dancing, and then his thing is just constantly running back and forth while he's dancing, doing whatever he's doing. So I mean, mind you, come to find out, I guess it was somebody in a park doing voodoo, they was cutting up chickens because they found like a dead chicken in the park. But it was just kind of bad because we never had a chance to find out like what was the little thing running back and forth while he was doing what he was doing. So
wow,
that's what I mean, pretty much the end of that.
That's crazy. But yo, fam, thanks for calling, man. Good story. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt, fam. Peace. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Hold on, I think they hung up. A lot of y'all get spooked when you hear my voice, huh? I got a spooky voice or something. You know. Yep. Shouts to Emily too on the $25 super chat. Shouts to the homie let me see where he at. Got a YouTube. I'm gonna shout him out. We at hold on, let me go to my notes. Let me go to the phone and shout him out. Shouts to the we are 5/5 on the super chat. You got a YouTube. Go subscribe, go check him out. All right, 5/5. We are 5/5. He's in the chat room. All right. So hold on. Peace. You now tuning to m.reck TV. Mute your audio. State your name. Where you calling from? Keep it clean.
Yo, what they do, m.reck? This your boy Loso from Dade County. Hey, but yeah, though,
talk to
in
me.
terms of like the story or whatever, like, hello?
Yeah. Talk to me, but keep it clean though.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the story I got basically, I'm from a hood in Miami called Overtown, basically, and my hood is basically like 20 blocks long, like 7 avenues wide. It's mostly known for like the work and all that. You feel me? And I had a dude stay next door to me, like their family was Jamaican or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, they practiced black magic or whatever, and he was basically like a father and like 2 kids, 2 sons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids was like my age. During that time, I was like around like 14, 15. Like the other one was like in his 20s. So like basically, the older son basically like he basically ran my neighborhood. Like he was able to lock down all the blocks in my neighborhood, at least by like 20 blocks. And like that was really like unheard of. No one that was able to do that. But growing up, I stayed next door to them or whatever. You always hear like rumors, like people say like like they did like black magic or whatever. But like one day I was chilling in their crib and like I actually saw like an evil spirit in their crib, like for real, and like it really like spooked me out, like even to this day. You feel me? And like you feel me? That's all really I'm gonna say about it or whatever. But black magic is real, and anybody that's listening, stay away from it. If you know anybody that do it, stay away from them. That's all I'm gonna say. Peace out.
No doubt. All right, fam. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Keep it short, keep it clean. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Hey, hi. This is Nene calling from Tennessee. I got a story.
Hold on, Night. You got to bring that energy up, baby girl. Come on now. You sound like you deep sleep in the bed. Come on, wake up, girl. Let's get it. Hold on, your phone got spooky. Night. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Your phone got real spooky, Night. What's going on over there?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I need you to speak clearly in the phone. I need you to clear your throat.
Okay.
I need you to wake up because right now you got a name like Night. Sound like you already went to Night. You feel me?
Okay.
All right, let's get it.
Anyway,
Hey, drink a little water, baby girl. Hold on, drink a little water. You got some water next to you? Drink some water, baby girl.
Okay, I'm good now.
Drink a little more. Take another sip. Clear your throat. Because I want you to listen back, but like, oh, m.reck, make sure I was good.
Okay.
All right, there you go. There you go. There you
Okay.
go, Night. Let's get it.
Okay, so there was a movie that had came out. I think it was like 1407 or 1307. You remember that movie back in the day?
I think so.
I wanted to watch it real bad.
I think so.
It's just some years, so I wanted to watch it real bad or whatever. And so, I stay up late, like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, just watching TV and watching movies. So I'm in the back room because we got like a family house, and my grandmother and my mother stay here, and they slept in the same bed because my grandmother was she was a diabetic and she might go into attacks or whatever. So my mom would lay in the bed with her. So I'm the room that they're in is like right across from the room that I'm in. It's like the hallway. You look straight from the room I'm in straight to their room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting on the bed, and from the bed you see like arms with of the kitchen doorway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like looking from the bed that I'm on, you can see that much of the kitchen doorway from the room I'm in to the living room to the kitchen. You can see a little bit of the kitchen doorway.
Gotcha.
And so I'm sitting on the bed or whatever, and I put the movie in, watching the movie, and I see my mom walk out of the room with her head down and walk into the living room.
Oh, that sounds spooky
and at
already.
That time she was taking, and so at that time she was taking like Xanax or whatever, right? You know, they have you like real like tired, but you get up hungry in the middle of the night. You know, so I'm thinking like, Lord, I hope she don't go in there cook nothing. So I'm gonna have to, you know, make sure she ain't in there cooking nothing, at least I'm on the stove and fall asleep and burn us up. So I was watching her go into the kitchen. Well, no. I didn't watch her go in the kitchen. I seen her go in the living room, and I was waiting for her to go in the kitchen, but she never walked in the kitchen. She never walked in. So I got up. I was like, what is Mama doing? So when I got up, the first door I come to was my grandma in the room, like my mama's in. They're still in the bed. I said, oh my God, I smoked black and mild. So I ran. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know what to do. So I ran back to the room. I grabbed my black and mild, turned the light on, came back in the room. I came in the room with them, and I was tapping. I'm like, Grandma, Mom. They was like, girl, what you want? Too late. I thought you see the ghost. I could see the ghost. They was like, girl, you see the ghost. Go back there. Go back. I smoked Grandma for real. It just came out of the room with y'all. So listen. So when I thought about it, it was too tall to be my mom, right? And you know, I had the hall light off. The hall light was off, but you know, it was like TVs in each room, so it's not like, you know, real black. You can still see, you know what I'm saying? But when I thought about it, because I'm not thinking I'm going to see a ghost. It was too tall to be my mom, and it had like on a you know, Inspector Gadget, like them coats, Inspector Gadget.
A trench coat? It had a trench coat on?
Yeah, like, but the hood, you know, the collar of it flips up. You know how the collar flips up?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
An Inspector Gadget coat?
Yeah.
And it's like he had on a hat.
Go.
He had on a hat.
Hold on, the ghost had the go gadget on?
Yeah, the go gadget coat. That's what I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? Because when I thought about it, it was like I didn't see pants. I just seen like all black. And so, and he had his head down, like even the Inspector Gadget hat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
And I didn't see a face because he had his head down the whole time. So he never looked at me one time. He just walked out of the room and walked into the living room, like it knew where it was going.
Wow.
So I ain't done. So anyway, and that scared the mess out of me. So I got up. My uncle was in the bathroom, you know, he's in a wheelchair, but, you know, he did a lot, you know, for all of us. It's like, it's just a man sitting in a chair. It's not even like he's in a wheelchair. I mean, it's just a man sitting in a chair. You know, he did a lot for a lot of people. So he's in the bathroom, and he take like 3-hour long baths. And I'm like,
3 hours? Hold on.
Huh?
He take a 3-hour bath?
Yes, like I said, in a wheelchair, you know what I'm saying?
So
okay. He's sitting there, he's soaking stuff, and you know what I'm saying, just
got
relax
you.
or whatever.
Got you. Okay.
So, and he was like cutting your bath short, you know what I mean? And so I called him on the phone, like, Uncle Pat. I was like, please come out. And he was like, what is it, man? I said, it's important. And he's a protector, you know. And you know, he was a street dude, you know what I'm saying? And he got man street credibility everywhere. Everybody respects this man. You know, I mean, he's just a man sitting in a chair.
Gotcha.
And so he'd have been to the pen and everything. And so I was like, please come out. He was like, what is it? I said, I can't tell you. I said, just please come out. I say when you come out. And so when he came out, I told him what I just seen. But he said he always see things through the hallway or whatever. And I told him, I went in his room, and I was like, please don't go to sleep, you know, until I go. And I wasn't really... Now, the next morning I got up and I left, you know, and I was gone for about 3 months, and I would come and go, but I never just stayed. But, you know, the thing is, like, it's a family house. Like, I built this house, you know, so I know it's probably only family members, you know, nobody else has stayed in this house but us, you know. So I don't feel like it's anything that'll harm me. So it's another part to this, right? So my uncle, and they always say seen things in the hallway. Now, by this time I had moved, okay? And I had just moved on the next street over. And so my uncle had a stroke, and he came because, like, we take care of our family, you know, so everybody comes back home to Granny house or whatever. And so my uncle, after he had a stroke, he on the same bed I was on, right? And I was telling him, I was like, you better close close that door, you know. So I said, don't be laying right here with that door open. I said, you gonna see something, right? And he was like, I ain't gonna see nothing. I ain't scared. You know, if I see it, I see it. He said, I ain't scared. I said, okay, now I'm telling you. So we having this conversation, and this is like around like 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, you know. So I go home, right? I come back the next day. My uncle was like, Nene, I gotta tell you what happened last night. And I'm like, what? And he was like, man, somebody turned that hall light on. He said they turned the hall light on and they flicked it off, right? Then they went, it's like a trail. They turned the hall light on, turned it off. Went in the living room, turned that light on, but got all the way over by the couch where I told you could see a little bit of the kitchen doorway. And it turned around and waved at him. It was like a chill to my body now. Oh, wait.
Wow.
Oh, wait. But he didn't see who it was because it was too far away, you know. But I was done. But see, he kept on, he was talking mess the day before. So I'm like, oh, I ain't going to see nothing. I ain't scared. I ain't this, I ain't that. And it's never. And then at that point, I'm thinking, well, this thing is sitting around listening to us. Like it was listening to us because they wanted to teach him a lesson because he was talking over that mess about he wasn't scared. He wasn't going to see nothing. And it showed up the next day on him.
Wow.
The next day.
That's crazy.
But I just feel like it's somebody in my family, though. You know, I don't think it's somebody gonna harm me. But the crazy part is, I still live in this house now, and I called not too long ago, and you was like, spooky, that must got spooky and hung up. I was, but I'm scared to talk about it because I'm in the house now.
You in the house by yourself?
No, I'm in the house where it happened at.
Oh,
you know, where it happened at.
Oh, hold on. That got spooky right now. That right there was a kicker.
Yeah, and that's why I told. Now you see why I hung up the phone because I didn't know if I would want.
I don't know if we want them spooky spirits coming through the phone from that crib over here because that right there is a little spooky. You know what I mean? I'm good on the go. I'm good on the go gadget ghost. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on him. You feel me?
But you know what's
crazy? Inspector Gadget ghost.
You know, after I seen that. After I seen it, I hear a lot of people describing that same thing that I seen. I don't feel like it was nothing evil though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel no evil vibes. I didn't. And matter of fact, I didn't feel nothing at all. I didn't feel nothing until after I figured out what it was. You know, I didn't get no bad spirits or anything. It didn't look at me. You know, no nothing. And when I looked at it, I didn't see it from the corner of my eye. I didn't see it. So I looked straight at it. Walked from out of my room into the living room. So I can't even psych myself to say, well, maybe I didn't see what I seen. No, I looked dead at it come out of the room. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's my story.
I appreciate you calling night. And you go night now, all right? And watch out for Inspector Gadget. All right? Watch out for Inspector Gadget. Go Gadget. All right.
Don't be doing that and I gotta go to sleep.
Right. I mean, you brought him up. Like you brought up Go Gadget. You feel me?
You the one who up having this spooky night. I'm up here by myself, so I just thought I'd call and share.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Okay, peace and love.
All right, peace and love. Peace. You now tuning to m.reck TV. Go Gadget. It's spooky hours. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Talk to me.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing? This is Brittany.
Brittany, what's going on?
I'm good. I kind of have like a spooky story because it happened to me twice.
Okay.
So I was in the house that I'm in now, and I had a grandmother that was under hospice care, like home care, and so they have a nurse that comes in, and while the nurse was addressing her wounds, my mom, who's now deceased, was in the room with her along with the nurse, and I'm in my room. And somebody said, Whitney. And then my mom raced out the room that my grandma was in. And she was like, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, because it sounded like it came from within the house.
Yeah, got you.
But it's just us in the house. So like, what are the odds of like somebody was walking by yelling Whitney, but it sounded like it came from within the house. So then like fast forward to my mother now being deceased. She passed away in 2017. I'm in my apartment and I'm like about to open the refrigerator and I hear somebody say Whitney, but it sounds exactly how my dad sounds when he's laying down and he calls me, you know, and I was about to open the refrigerator door, and I was on the phone with somebody, and something said Whitney, and it sounded like my dad's voice calling me, like when he lays down and would like to call me, like go to the kitchen and get him something. And it spooked me, and I ran from the refrigerator to the front door of the apartment. And because I'm one of those people, like, I'm scary, right? So, like, when stuff pops off, like, I'll make a beeline for the exit. So I'm running by the door. I didn't leave the apartment because I ain't trying to, you know, fully go out of the apartment. But I just ran by the door and just kind of sat there, like, preparing to leave the apartment. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it sounded like it was within the apartment. So I mean, it couldn't be my neighbor, but my neighbor wouldn't be like with me. You know what I'm saying? Like my neighbor had my number. My neighbor could call me. My neighbor could knock on the door.
Okay.
That's my neighbor to the top. The neighbor to the side, you know, I don't even know. There's no reason why my neighbor would be looking down at my apartment from upstairs and be like, Whitney. So then I thought to myself, I said, maybe something happened to my dad. And maybe I need to call him. Like, maybe this is like him, you know, like trying to communicate with me. I call my dad. And when I call my dad usually picks up because he's a very worried person. He's always worrying about me. And he pick up. And I'm on the phone with this person named Marsha at the time. And I'm telling him all this going down. I just kept trying to call and get in touch with my father. Because, I mean, it sounded like his voice. It sounded exactly how he sounds when he lays down and calls like Whitney, like to get him, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it spooked me, and I just ran to the door. So that's my spooky story. I don't know. But like it happened to me twice, and both times it sounded like the voice came.
So let me ask you this, Whitney.
The apartment or the house.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this. So it wasn't your father, it wasn't the neighbors. So you're saying it was, I guess, a ghost in the house calling your name, basically.
I don't know what it was. I know both times. Like the first time the nurse heard it, my mom heard it. And she was like, did you hear that? And when she said, did you hear that? I knew exactly what she meant. Like, did you hear that? Because it sounded like it came from within the house.
That was spooky.
That's she said it exactly. Did you hear that? Like, yeah, I heard it. I'm like, and the nurse was like, that was loud.
Wow, that was spooky.
Yeah, it was loud, but it sounded like it came from within the house. And then the second time that it came, and that's what spooked me. Like, it wasn't just somebody saying Whitney or calling, you know what I'm saying? It sounded so close, and it sounded like my dad. And then when I couldn't get in touch with my dad, finally I got in touch with him. But I don't know. I don't know.
Good story, Whitney.
So it was just kind of weird.
Yeah, that was definitely weird and spooky.
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling, Whitney. All right? Thank you.
I appreciate you too.
All
Goodbye.
right. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Peace.
Yes, how you doing, man? It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on the channel, man.
No problem.
Just real quick, I'm make it real quick, man. I had an experience with I was in Long Beach, California, and me and my girl, we had just moved into an apartment together. And so like my mom came over, my brother came over, my sister came over. It was me, my girl, my kids. We all in the living room. And this is around 2011. No, I take it back, 2012.
Gotcha.
My grandpa had passed away 2011, right? So follow me. So my grandpa passed away. So he was a pastor. He used to pastor at churches and stuff down south.
Gotcha.
So we was just happened to get a conversation about my grandpa. Then all of a sudden, the TV started pouring water out.
What?
The TV just started, yeah.
You for
the TV
real?
started pouring water. I'm for real. No, it was more than just me that witnessed it, though. That was the cold part. So my mom, you know, and ever since 2011 and 12, now I told people this story.
That sound like that movie. What's
you know what I'm saying?
What's that movie? I think it starts with a G. What's that that spooky movie? And water be coming out the TV. But yeah, keep going.
Man, you know what? I don't watch too many movies or horror movies or nothing of that nature.
Yeah.
But this is like real life, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had other experiences after that because like 2 years later, my real dad had died.
Yeah, no, but go back to the
dad.
go back to the my condolences, but go back to the TV with the water pouring out. Let's go back there. Finish telling that story.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the TV started pouring out water, and it was inside of a TV case. So it no rain or nothing could have got inside. I even looked at the back of the TV. I went to go check the TV out, make sure nobody tried to sabotage the TV, pour water in it, try to damage it. You know what I mean? I mean, the TV had dust on the back of it. You know what I'm saying? It was dust on the back of the TV. You know, and so my ex-wife, she was witnessing it. My mom witnessed it. My sister witnessed it. And my brothers and stuff was there, but it happened right around the time when I started talking about my grandpa.
And how long ago was this, fam?
So it was just coming.
How long ago was this?
This was 2012. This is 2012.
And did you film it with your phone?
You know what? I didn't even think to pull my phone out and film it. I didn't even think to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like by the time I was even able to you know what I'm saying, record, it had stopped. The water had stopped coming out the TV. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to see if it had some type of tube in the TV where, you know, it might have bust and it had some type of liquid. I was trying to check for all that, bro. It was stone dry. It was stone, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is to everybody that's listening, like there is a thin line between the spirit world and the real world. You know what I'm saying? It is a thin line. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
I was just ran across it on the YouTube channel. I thought I'd call in right quick.
Thanks, bro.
Out there, you know.
I appreciate you calling. Salute. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV, Mutual Audio. Keep it short, keep it clean. Let's get spooky. Mutual Audio.
What's going on, man?
Mutual Audio, fam. Salute.
My fault.
Nah, you good.
1 second. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You sound a little muffled, so take me off speaker or you know, take the phone away from your mouth a little bit.
I got you.
So you can sound crispy.
How about now? I'm good?
Yeah, you sound a little better.
All right, yeah, man. Just want to share a quick story, man. It's something that happened to me about 15 years ago, man. I still remember it.
All right, yeah, just keep it short because I'm trying to get to a lot of callers, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. So,
no
you know, back in the day, man, I used to the spot I was living at. You know, we blasting a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, before I go to sleep, I always be knowing. I mean, if I leave the vent open, it won't gonna get too hot. I'm gonna have to get up, turn it off, whatever the case might be. So one night, I mean, I go to bed, right? And I wake up in the middle of the night. It's cold, it's cold. So I'm saying, like almost like it's an AC on or something, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, yeah, that's kind of strange or whatever. So I mean, I look over, I wake up in the middle of the night, I look over and I see my bedroom door just like opening all by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't closed, like locked or anything. But it was like the door was ajar, but it was opening like wide all by itself. So I look and I'm like, middle of the night, the room is dark, but you can still see a little bit. I mean, but I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. I don't hear nothing. I just see the door opening like all the way wide, all by itself. So when I see that, I'm looking. I'm still laying down and I'm looking at the door, and I see this. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Yo, next thing I know, I like feel like a hand like touch my leg. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm under the covers. You see what I'm saying? And I feel a hand like touch my leg, bro. Like to literally touch my leg. I didn't see a hand, but it felt like it was a hand. You know what I'm saying? So when I look, so now I sit up. I'm in the bed. I sit up now. I sit up and I look, and I could see like I could see like the print. You know what I'm saying? Like the print like on the sheet on my leg. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And now then I feel it. Then I start moving up my leg, and you could see the sheet like move. You know what I'm saying? And then right when I'm about to say like I was about to be like, you know what the right when I'm about to say that, I feel a hand like grab my mouth. Right?
Hold on, you said
grab my mouth, like cover my mouth.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bro, like real still, bro, like real talk, man. Like I feel that, so now it's like, and I'm trying to like talk, but I can't talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel his hand like grab my mouth, and it's like my mouth is covered now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like shocked, and I'm like, yo, but I can't really move like that. You know what I mean? For some reason, I just couldn't move. I couldn't move as I would normally if it was like a person that grabbed me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like for it probably was like 10 seconds or something. I mean,
damn.
And then I'm just like, yo, I'm freaking out, and I'm like, yo, and then next thing I know, like I just didn't feel nothing, and then I hop up and I turn the lights on, and I'm just like, yo, what was that? So I was a teenager at this time, man. So yo, I ain't sleep that whole night. It's probably happened like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I ain't sleep that whole night. So when my parents woke up, they was like, yo, they probably woke up like 7 a.m. They seen my light on or whatever. And then they like, yo, you all right? You up kind of early. They like, you up kind of early. So I'm like, yo, something happened to me last night and I can't really explain it. I don't know what's up. So when I told my mom or whatever, and she looked at me, she was like, yo, you sure? I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, this is what happened, like on everything, I mean? And man, listen, bro, we didn't know what to make of it. We didn't know, man, to this day, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, this happened to me, I was a teenager, bro. I'm a grown man now, and for that week that happened, bro, I ain't sleep for like a week straight, bro. On everything, like I ain't sleep for like a week straight, and to this day,
look, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sleep with the lights off, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd have been good on that crib and good on that bed. So I don't know how you even slept in that same bed in that crib. I'd have burnt the bed and burned the crib down. No disrespect.
I'm telling you, I ain't for a week straight. Literally for a week straight. I don't think I slept for a week straight, bro. I don't think I slept for a week straight.
Wow.
And even to this day, like I don't really sleep with lights off to this day. Like the people don't know why. I mean, like my fiance, she don't know why, really, for real. But it's like something got to be on. The TV got to be on. Something got to be on. I mean, it's just the way I became, bro. I mean,
that's crazy.
Man, that happened to me, bro. Like, if God is my witness, man, that happened, bro.
Yo, that was a good one, man. You know, glad man. I'm glad you called up the show, man. Thanks for calling.
For sure.
All right, peace. Mute your audio. Hello? Mute your audio. Mute your audio.
Hello?
Yeah, peace.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What's happening with you?
I just wanted to say for everybody that's going through all the spiritual stuff, I just want to let everybody know how normal it actually is because I'm on the other side of the spiritual world, so I have been dealing with that.
Hold on. You said you on the other side of the spiritual world. Explain that. That sounds kind of spooky.
I'm seeing it from the other side. Be quiet, baby. I'm seeing it from the other side because it's like I was born in that realm of existence. Like, and so instead of me seeing my family as like something that, you know, people that I'm supposed to love and be family and all of that stuff with, it's like my actual teachers were spirits. My actual mother was a spirit, you know, because spirit taught me how to understand my chakras. When I go through abuse and I like died from abuse, they told me to like just don't, like how to absorb the energy and how to retain my breath when like I'm going through those moments, and like how to adjust myself when I'm going through abuse, how to protect myself from pedophiles. Like this person is looking at me in this way and I noticed it. And I have spirits there to guide me through everything that I went through in life. So it's so normal for me. And I think the biggest part about it for me that hurts me is that when I go to school and I participate in school. And by me being so withdrawn from the physical world, I have to be labeled all of these names. Like I have to be said, like told something is wrong with me. They try to put me on medicine and all of this stuff. But in actuality, my mind is not like yours. I'm emotionally intelligent. And so I'm seeing things on a whole nother level. I'm feeling things on a whole nother level because I'm spiritually intelligent. You see, so I experience, instead of me seeing that in the way that other people see it as something spooky. Like I remember one time I had a dream as a little girl. I woke up and the whole room just caught on fire, you know?
Like literally on fire? Like literally on fire?
Oh, no. Oh. Like in the dream realm.
Oh,
because
okay.
I astro projected early. I meditated early because when I would get abused, I had to balance out my sensitivity levels to what was going on. I had to not blame myself for it. I had to tell myself the people around me is sick. My mom, she's always said, my brother, he's punching holes in the wall. This person is abusing me. This person is on crack. Clearly, I'm not to blame. So by me being so emotionally intelligent, being empathic, I had to have a deeper understanding for the people around me. And I knew that they didn't know I was perceiving from both sides, the spiritual realm and the 3D realm, you know. And I think it's so hard for me to get people to understand this, you know, and that's the side of our people that people do not want to understand. They think something is wrong with people that are not analytical, but my mind doesn't work for other people. When my teacher tell me to do some, read this or write that or do that, my mind doesn't work. It works in the terms of survival. Oh, I have to, you know, I'm on the phone. Oh, thank you. But yeah, you can get more. But my mind works for me. It works in a way to where I can maneuver through this world. Not that I have to stand up and do what other people tell me to do. I have to run because other kids are running. Other kids are looking down at their paper and doing the work that the teacher tells them to do and all this stuff. I'm perceiving on a whole nother realm. I'm perceiving from a spiritual place.
Got you.
So
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Let me interject because somebody had a good question in the chat room, just like myself. The homie said, could you use your powers to give me the lotto numbers immediately? Thank you.
I feel like you do things like that when you're stopped, when your spirit is ready for things like that. You can want all the things you want in this world, but if your spirit is not ready to receive that, you got to know how to do that for yourself. I'm emotionally intelligent, and I teach people how to be emotionally intelligent because I know how to be that. I can't be trying to get nobody no but
yeah, because if you got the lotto numbers, if you got those lotto numbers, I need that. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Especially if you can see the other side.
I know how to win in the way that I know how to win. I know how to have my own victory. I know how to celebrate my own victories. I can't tell nobody else how to, you know, win the lottery. I know how to win. I know how to be blessed. I know when I came to this house that I'm at now, I had 3 barrels of clothes. And I used my power of manifestation. I said I wanted the TV. I waited for somebody to bring me this. I didn't have to go out and work and do nothing. I said I want some tables. I waited till somebody knocked on the door and said, "Hey, you want these tables?" So I'm on the other side.
Nah, I mean,
have to do what everybody
I get what you're saying.
You know?
You got to put it in the universe. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer of that universal law. That's real. You know what I'm saying? So you know, law of attraction and all that. So that's real. I don't know if that's spiritual. I think that's more frequency than and energy, more so than anything.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah, but what I really want everybody to know is that we are all different, and that is the thing that we have to understand about one another. Our minds are not the same, or we all be creating the same things. You know, our hands, our eyes, nothing is the same about us, and we keep trying to make each other be the same. We keep rejecting each other. Stop. We keep rejecting each other's differences and all of this stuff. And I just want everybody to know we are all the same. Analytical or emotionally intelligent, spiritually intelligent, all of this stuff. We all are different. We all operate from a different place.
No
and
doubt.
I just want us to have understanding.
I appreciate you
that's all.
tapping in from the other side. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Thanks. She was tapped in from the other side, and a lot of people over here thinking I'm making all types of food. It's not even me. They hear everything I tell you. But peace. You live on m.reck TV. Mute your audio. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
All right. I basically wanted to go off of what she was saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The last lady here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
keep it clean.
We definitely are I definitely will. Mm-hmm. We are definitely spiritual beings. We're supposed to be. Like this type of knowledge has been hidden from us because we have all types of spirits surrounding us, bad and good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they tell you to use sage to get rid of like spirits and stuff. The thing is, you have your ancestors surrounding you, and you also have wicked spirits surrounding you. So the wicked spirits, of course, is going to bring a bunch of negativity towards you. And if you use sage, it's going to get rid of good and bad. So you have to figure out ways to get rid of the negative only. There's people out there that are more in tune, and they'll help you. Like they tried to tell me that I was schizophrenic. They put me on medication before, and I was seeing all kinds of stuff. And I'm telling them like, "Yo, this is here." And there's a person who was just on the steps, and then they disappear. I'll see something out of my peripherals, and it would just disappear, bro. Like I didn't understand what was going on. So when I ended up speaking to somebody who was more spiritually connected with themselves, they told me that it's not. They told me that I wasn't losing my mind. Like you can't call it a gift because everyone's supposed to have this. They said, "What do you think monks are doing when they meditate? You think they're listening to the wind blow? You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to reach their higher self. You know what I'm saying? And the powers that be, they are more in tune with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they took our knowledge that we have, especially the original, the indigenous people of this land. We were more in tune.
Let me stop you there, fam. You hitting on some real valid points. Because I say this all the time. The people that's in power, they took the knowledge and they keep that from us, from reaching our higher self. But keep building, because you're dropping gems right now. Keep building.
Oh yeah, for sure. They basically what they did. That's how they were able to control the world. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They took the stuff that we knew. Our ancestors already knew this stuff. That's like them telling us that we're from Africa and stuff like that. That stuff isn't true. This land that we're walking on right now belong to us. There's so many people who spoke on these things, and they're no longer here because they did that. Martin Luther King in his "I Have a Dream" speech said that that Negroes are exiled on their own land. You know what I mean? So that stuff gets swept underneath the rug, but that's another story. But when it goes back to us, like we were there. You know what I'm saying? Like we were. I'll put it to you like this: speaking to the dead was not something to be afraid of. They made us afraid of what we already did in the past. I don't know how many people believe that we were here before and everything, or we're living in hell. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people who believe these things, but at the end of the day, when you have to understand, when like say you're watching a scary movie or something, when you're scared, that's not your flesh. That is your soul being shooken up. That's how you have to know that there's like this whole thing is spiritual. We're in 3D. I don't know if you think about Space Jam. You remember when what's his name? Michael Jordan wanted Bugs and Daffy to go get his ball gear, and he said, "You want us to go to 3D land? We are literally in 3D. 4D is where the spirit realm is. 5D total bliss, and that's where we need to get to."
Hold on, you said 5D is what?
Total bliss. That's what we need to get to.
Yo, you drop some crazy gems right now, and I appreciate that because I'm on that time. Salute. Yo, matter of fact, do me a favor, fam. Email mrecktv submissions at Gmail. What's your name?
Mr. Big.
Mr. D. Do me a favor. Do me two things. Text me and like, yo, this is Mr. D, and email me. So I want to lock in with you. You tapped in for real. I see.
Got you.
All right, my brother. Thanks for calling.
Take it easy.
Peace. Yeah, I like Mr. D. He dropped some gems, and I don't know if y'all was aware. He dropped some gems, man. He was on point because I be on that same time. He dropped gems. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
What's up, man? It's Spooky, man. It's Dave, man. You familiar with me, Old Park, Michigan.
No, that hold on. You said it's Spooky. Hold on. That's your name. That's what they call you.
This David. I'm from Old Park, Michigan.
No, that's what you said though. You said it's Spooky. No, I mean I called you, homie.
It's Spooky though.
Oh, okay.
It's real talk. Though.
Okay.
This really happened to me in real life.
All right, let's get it.
Three things that happened. First, I got to start off with my mom. Right. My mom is 70 years old. I'm close to my dogs, Hugo and Esther.
That's the name of your dogs?
You say what?
That's the name of your dogs?
Yeah, Hugo and Esther, yeah.
Okay.
I got a German Shepherd, female. Esther, she's a German Shepherd, and Hugo, he's mixed with Pomeranian, Chihuahua, and Boston Terrier. But this is crazy. My mom's 70 years old. Every weekend I go over there to visit her. So one day I had a dream. Esther bit me in my dream, man. It felt so real. She bit me hard. And it was like around 2 o'clock. And in my dream, I was wrestling. She bit me hard. So I woke up and it felt real. And I'm like, oh man, what is this? Lord, kid you not, the next day, they called me and said, you need to check on your mom. She's in the hospital. I said, what? It just, it baffled me because I'm so used to, I love my dog. So when I went there, I told my mom, I said, you know what, Mom? Esther came in my dream and she bit me. And she said right then and there, she said more than likely she was trying to get your attention to me. That's when I said, you know what, I got to check on my mom more because usually I come over there, but I really don't check on them. Then.
So hold on, fam. Hold on, stop there. Are your dogs alive or they dead?
I can't hear you say what?
Are your dogs alive or they dead? Or they passed away?
They alive. They alive.
Wow. Okay.
Esther was like when she was a baby. I had got her when she was a baby. So
what kind of dog?
I milked her in
What kind of dog?
She's a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she's a German Shepherd. Yep. And when I got her, she was a baby, so it was like we was close. We had a real close connection. And I raised her as a baby. I raised her when her eyes was closed, but she had bit me in my dream, man. And it seemed like every time, and it's like now, every time she come in my dream, Hugo really don't come in my dream, but she'll usually come in my dream. And every time she come in my dream, I swear to God, something happened. It's like she warned me because I was, and that day she had bit me, man. It was like she bit me, and I woke up, man. It was like my arm was sore. This real talk. And I was like, what the hell? So I called my mom, and I really couldn't get no reaction. And my mom, she would tell you, she'd be like, don't be coming over there, son. Why you coming over here and inspecting me? Sometimes I'll come over there and pop up. She'd be like, hey, why you coming over here? I got a life and you got a life. You got kids, and that day when I got that call, I told my mom, I said, Mom, Esther came, and she told me right now, she said, Esther was warning you. But I'm going to tell you a second thing that happened to me, and this is real talk. This ain't no lie. I think 4 people had got killed at a club.
Damn.
Because it's a club down the street from where my apartment is. And this is real true story, man. One night I was sleeping. This was on a Saturday, and this happened, I can remember it like it was yesterday. It happened in 2018, man. I was sleeping on my couch. I was watching movies. I was listening to music, just having a good time, man. And I fell on my couch, and it's a club down the street from me. I don't know what happened, but it was like around, it had to be around, when I woke up, it had to be around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Spirits that came through my apartment.
Oh, man.
It was 2 males, and it was like, it had to be 3 females, and they was black.
But how
and they was like,
hold on.
Like,
let me stop you there. So you was able to see the spirits? Like physically see them?
I was in my dream, man, and it was crazy. I couldn't wake up. I wanted to wake up, but I could actually see them in my dream, and they knew I could see them. And I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about it. They was young, and it was like they was going to a party.
Oh wow!
And
so the spirits going to the party now,
and they was like this. Real talk. They stopped.
Hold on. Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. How you know the spirits is going to the party? I'm lost now. I'm gonna be honest with you. They had on party clothes. They had on like club clothes.
Man, they had on club clothes. I was sleeping on my couch, but it was like I was dreaming, but I could see them, but I couldn't wake up. And for some reason, they just came through. It was like they was passing through, and they stopped. And they looked at me and they said, "That man sleep on his couch. That man sleeping on his couch." And they was laughing and everything, and they walked right out my window, man.
Wow.
Because my window So they
walked out the window with their club clothes on. They went to the party.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
My man.
They was walking, and I heard, because in my dream I'm sleeping, and I'm like, I heard like a loud noise, and it was like people was laughing, like they was coming from a club. Man, I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up. It was like they really actually, I saw them, they was passing by. They was real spirits. I don't know if they had got killed. They might have got killed or something, and they didn't realize that they were dead, you know? And when they passed through, they was like, "That man sleeping on the couch." And man, cause like my living room, my apartment, I got my TV, and then my front window. I swear before God, they walked right out the window laughing. And they was like, "Ah!" And then when I woke up, I said, "Whoa!" And it was like, you know, it's like your room.
Wow.
It's almost like you can feel your room like shaking. And I'm like, "Damn, man." And I said to myself, man, there was some spirits passing by.
Wow.
You know, and then a third thing happened to me. This is real talk.
Now, hold on. You getting too many spooky stories. I'm still caught up in the club going spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like the 40/40 club spirits. Like I'm bugging, right? You got me bugging. Like I ain't gonna hold you.
No, this is true story, man. True story. Look, I'm telling you the truth, man.
Welcome to the party.
It was 2 guys.
It
was 2 guys and it was 3 females, man.
They was playing Pop Smoke. Like what was going on? Like because you got.
It was like they were coming from like a club, but in my dream, because I was sleeping, but I could hear them from far away. I could hear them actually from far away. And then when they got up close, I saw them, but I couldn't wake up. I was trying to wake up, but I couldn't, because they was actually in my spirit. They came in the spirit form while I was sleeping, but I could see them while I was sleeping, because I was knocked out dead asleep, but I could actually see them. I can't explain it, man. You know, I really can't explain it, because my mom has had these type of situations where she's actually seen. I remember when my mom used to tell me she used to see people passing through. You know, she would see spirits passing through her house, and she couldn't wake up, but she would see them. And that's how it was with me, because I remember it like it was tomorrow, man. It was 2 guys, and it was like 3 females. And all I know, when they pass through, they say, oh, he's sleeping on his couch, because usually I sleep on my couch, man. Usually, because I got a nice bed, but most of the time I crash on my couch, because if I'm playing my music, or if I'm not playing my music, I'm playing video games, or if I'm not playing video games, I'm reading books. I do all my stuff in my living room. So that day, I fell out, man. I was knocked out. And it had to be about 2 o'clock in my dream, because I was knocked out hard. I heard a loud noise, because usually I'll be thinking, because the apartment I live in, it be, you know, people be hanging out and stuff, and it be loud. But this was different. It was like I could hear an echo from loud away. I'm sleeping, man. Next thing you know,
that's crazy. Yo, thanks for the story. I'm gonna get to the next caller, fam. Thanks. Salute.
Okay, man. All right. I was gonna tell you one more, but
we get to the call on the next show. Call on the next show. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, my brother. Son was partying with the spirits. That's a new one. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky. Let's party with the ghost.
Yo, what up? What up?
What's going
Frankie
on?
from Compton. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this friend for many, many years since my first job at Bond Market and shit. Some white boy, and we was cool all throughout the years. Recently, I had him over at my dad's pad for a barbecue or whatnot, and I came into some knowledge about some Israelite stuff and like the real name of God and so-called Jesus. And I'm telling this white boy like the real names and how I'm really feeling it and how I'm digging on it. And I tell him the names and how I feel they're going to protect me against any of the oncoming COVID bullshit, whatever it's going to be.
Yo, you cursing, man.
And
like, come on, fam. Come on, man. Like, I told you, don't call here cursing, man. It's like, this is my house. In my house, you can't come in here with your shoes on. In this house, you can't curse. That's all I ask. You feel me? Respect my house. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
That's what's up. I got you. I don't want to release my name at the point, but I'm
it's all
California,
good.
but I never use a text.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. It seems like you got a lot of respect, but I gotta say this because you know, I'm a humorous dude. You got a spooky ass voice, so I definitely want to hear your story. Let's get it. Give me something spooky.
Well, I've been through a lot of people that has been through also, but this spooky story is what I want to call in for because I've been trying to call in because I've been timing in on everything. I've been following you for about a year, but this whole thing, like I remember one incident. I was chilling. I'm gonna run back. I was chilling, and everything went good the whole night, right? And I woke up, and somebody was choking me, literally.
Somebody was choking you?
The shit out of me. No, wasn't nobody was choking me, but I felt somebody choking the hell out of me, and I'm banging on baby girl like, hey, you feel me? Like I'm getting choked the hell out, like right now, like literally.
And you was in the bed, with your girl while this was happening?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It wasn't like all the way. My girl I was there, and we was chilling. You feel me?
Oh, you was with a bra?
Yeah. Woke me up. No. We had a good night. Went to sleep. I woke up like that. You feel me? Somebody getting choking the hell out of me, and I'm trying to figure it out, but I couldn't figure it out, Rick. I mean, this is totally true.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you this. So
run it back.
Let's run it back, because if you in the bed and you feel something choking you out, but it wasn't nothing in the physical form, and you sleeping with a chick that's not your girl, so she was a slide off. She was something to knock off for the night, and then all of a sudden you getting choked out. You might have been sleeping with You might have been sleeping
Yeah,
with a demon,
yeah.
G's.
I choked out. I could not move. I jumped up. I was trying to jump up, but I couldn't. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm trying to tap her. And she rolled up. She looked at me and was like, you good? And I'm like, nah, I ain't good. Right? So then she like, oh shit. And then I jump up. I finally got released up, right? And I went to the bathroom because the bathroom was connected to the room. You feel me? And then I'm like, damn, she's like, are you in there throwing up? I'm like, nah, I can't breathe. Something was still like on my head. You feel me? And I'm like, nah, you like for real. And I'm up, and she's like, oh, well, you know, and to this day, right now, something was choking the shit out of me.
Wow,
and
that's crazy.
And it finally let go. And at this time, I'm splashing my water, splashing water. I'm in the Sphinx. That's when she said, are you throwing up or something? I'm like, nah, like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, be easy on the cursing, fam.
Happened.
Be easy on the cursing. Yeah, nah, that's what's up, man.
I did say that.
Yeah, nah, it's all good, man. But good story, fam. All right, thanks for calling, my man.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, man. When I tell y'all not to curse, don't curse, man, because you're messing up my monetization. Bad enough you ain't sending no cash apps, no super chats for allowing me to let y'all tell your stories. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be like, yo, I'm calling up m.reck, the general, peace to the earth and all that. Like, let me drop that man a little light cash app, super chat, PayPal. You know what I'm saying? And y'all calling up cursing, trying to mess up my monetization. I'm on my digital hustle shit. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to mess that up. What's going on with y'all? You know what I mean? No, YouTube, they play dirty, man. They play dirty. They hear that foul language, they taking that monetization. And then as grown people, stop cursing so much. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real, like articulate yourself without the cursing, like for real. Let's get it though. I know we grown, but like, come on, man. You know, here and there is cool, but damn. When I gotta keep telling you, it's like, come on, man. What we doing? All right, we coming up on that 2-hour mark. It's almost 500 people in the room. Smash that like button. Them 347 numbers, I don't know, man. I'm gonna try it again. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Keep it clean, keep it short. State your name.
m.reck, what's up, man? This is Wayne from Brooklyn. You're doing a great job, man. I really love the show, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to connect with our spirituality and our gift.
Thanks, bro.
About one of the callers, yes, brother. About one of the callers, right? He touched on a story that really resonated deeply with me, right?
Okay.
I'm from Jamaica, and I was about 4 years old, right? And I was asleep one night, and I woke up, and I wanted to get some water, but I'm home alone a lot, right, in Jamaica, because like my parents are always working and always away. So, and it's not really against the law to have the kids at home at a young age. So now I wake up to get water, but the room is pitch black. It's thunderstorming. It's raining really hard, right? And I'm afraid to go get water. So I laid under the covers for a little while. I'm chilling. I'm thinking, what should I do? I'm peeping out. I see shadows in the room. And then I'm like, wow, what is that? Like as the lightning strike, I could see like forms of like a guy or some spirit or something going on in the room. So I put my head under the covers and I'm like trying to hide and tuck myself away. And next thing I know, bro, I just felt like a hand come under the covers and touch me right in my groin, bro. And that scared the crap out of me. So I lift the covers up, and my pops, he's in the army, and he's always working late. He's always coming in and out late. So I'm thinking maybe he came in, and he tried to touch me, and I didn't see him because I was so scared. When I looked up, bro, there was nobody there, bro. And that scared the crap out of me, man. But, yeah.
So
I try to get it out really quick.
Yeah. So basically, a ghost touched your nuts and kept it moving.
Yes, bro.
Crazy.
Yes, bro. And kept it moving, bro.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
So you felt
hey,
you.
Man,
so look.
That,
so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. So you felt spiritually molested.
Bro, I felt a hand. I know what I felt, man. And I was awake because I was so afraid to go back to sleep. The lightning was striking and flashing. And also about the thing about the guy that said he saw the spirit in his living room when they were going to a party. I just came home from a funeral, right? And I'm about to go to sleep. I'm still awake. And I'm looking out the window, and it's real dark. It's pitch black in Jamaica, right? I'm looking down the hill at my mother and my cousins on the veranda. I was really tired. I wanted to go to bed. And they were all just talking, having a good time. I seen 3 spirits pass the house. One didn't have a head on his body.
Wow.
And they were saying, boy, I'm sorry, I missed the funeral earlier. I wish I could have gone. And I was like, oh my gosh, like when I look, it's like you just know that these ain't people that you ever seen before in your life. And one of them was really big and he ain't had no head on his body. And but you know what? I kind of got used to it because a lot of creepy things be happening. So I just had to like deal with it. And then I had a grandmother. She's like very spiritual. She's always praying. She believes in Jesus Christ. She believes in God. So she gave me that weapon and she gave me that shield. So whenever I feel like a negative vibe come over me, I just call on the name of Jesus, man. It got me out of a lot of situations, got me out of jail, got me out of many situations. So, you know, I know it may sound crazy, but there is power in the name of Jesus, man, and we can't leave him out. You know?
Got you. No doubt,
That's the real
fam.
weapon to fight against bad spirits.
Yo, good. Thanks for calling, fam. All
right, brother. Keep it head up.
All right, my brother. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. State your name. Where you calling from? Let's get spooky. Peace.
My name's Alex. Can you hear me?
Yo, your phone sound real spooky, my guy. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if you far away from the phone, but come closer or take me off speaker. Hello?
I had my earbud in. Is that better?
Yeah, you sound a lot better. There you go.
Okay, my name's Alex. I'm in Marina Del Rey, California.
Salute.
I am a supporter. I've even bought a lot of your products too.
Oh, word? Which ones? Thank you.
Your mugs.
Oh, word?
A bunch of your hoodies.
Oh, salute. Yo, so this what you do, Alex. Tag me on Instagram. I'm gonna repost that, man. You on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram now.
Tag me. Why? You know what I mean? Post the pictures.
I'll do that.
Yeah, post the pictures and then tag me and DM me. I'm gonna repost that in my stories and on my regular page. I appreciate that. That's love. That's love. Because I was wondering, it's a lot of people buying hoodies and stuff, but nobody's tagging me, man. I was wondering. I'm like, somebody just bought like 4 hoodies, some mugs, so that might have been you. You know what I mean?
It probably was me. I bought a bunch of hoodies, blue, black, and then I got because I'm handing them out to people. You know, I want people wearing your stuff.
Thanks, bro. That's big. Matter of fact, people like you, I need to lock in with, man. That's love, man. When you buy stuff and you give them to people so they can promote my brand, that's love, man. I need to really hold on. Let me look at this number. Text me. Hold on. Let me lock you in real quick. Stay on the line, bro. I like to lock in.
And I love Earth. I love Earth. You guys are real.
Oh yeah,
man.
salute to the Earth. That's my heart.
Absolutely.
You already know. Peace to the Earth, Amina. So
yes, absolutely.
So hold on, I'm locking you in because anybody that's a true supporter, I lock in with. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta fall back. Y'all calling? Hold on, Alex. I'm telling these other callers to fall back because I got a true supporter on the line and I want to get your story and I'm gonna connect with you. But go ahead, Alex. Tell your story. I got you locked in now.
Well, it was very difficult for me to make this call because it takes back memories, you know, because I went through kind of what that last caller, you know, when he said that he felt someone choking him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, years ago, I was wrapped up in a lot of things in Hollywood, you know. I left Wisconsin. Milwaukee's where I grew up, but I'm part of Chi-Town in Milwaukee my whole life, you know. And so I came to Hollywood for the music industry, and I used to have a recording studio, and I did get to know a lot of people in the business. So I'm not going to go into names and details right now.
Gotcha.
It would take too long. But I lived a rough life, and did a lot of things, and then I saw things that Amina talks about all the time, and you guys, and that's when I hooked on your show, because that's when I left that industry, you know, because I left that in back in 2008.
Gotcha.
2010, because of what these people are all about. You know what I mean? And that's real. That stuff's real, you know, because I did live a lifestyle that took me into that darkness, except for I didn't get involved with harming children, you know, but partied all the time, was doing drugs and cocaine and all that crazy stuff, you know.
I respect your honesty.
My life was falling apart in a way.
I respect your honesty. Keep going.
Losing everything. Yeah, I was losing everything, and I was trying to clean up, and I was cold turkey and off of the blow, you know. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore because I'm losing my marriage and all of my money, and I got caught in a Ponzi scam, and everything was going, man. We're selling everything, you know.
Wow.
And I was in all kinds of trouble with the FBI and all kinds of stuff. So it was bad. And so while I was cleaning up and I wanted to do better things in life, one night at home before, you know, even though I was going through the divorce, I was sleeping on a couch and had my little kids, you know, in their room. And two of my daughter and my son, they were like around 4 and 5 at that time. And I had 2 pit bulls, and they were red nose pits in the house. And I was living up in Palm Desert, you know, because I was trying to keep my family out of Hollywood. So I was trying to raise my kids in the desert. So that's only a 2-hour drive. So I used to drive back and forth from Palm Springs to Hollywood all the time, you know. I had properties in Hollywood off of the Strip, you know, and stuff. So, and then all of a sudden I was finding out I was losing everything, and I was in a divorce, and I'm laying on the couch, and one night there was a dark figure. I was like half asleep, you know, in the living room, and this thing was like, it looked like it was 10 feet tall, you know.
Wow.
And it moves through the hallway, and I was like, whoa, what was that? And I thought I was just seeing a shadow, right? And I got up, and I'm walking through the house, checking everything. And the dogs are sleeping in the room next to the kids, because that's where they were asleep at night. You know, they were like very protective of the kids. And then I was, you know, okay, I'm checking all the rooms, checking closets and stuff, but I swear I saw a figure, right? But there's nothing. I went in the garage, nobody's nowhere, and nothing's been opened. The doors are locked. So I go lay back down on the couch and falling asleep. Then all of a sudden, there's that figure again. But this time, the female dog, she was in the hallway growling.
Wow.
At this thing. And then it like disappeared again. So now I'm freaked out.
Yeah, you're freaking me out right now.
The dog was scared, but growling, but scared. Like she backed up, you know? And so now I'm checking on my kids, and okay, I'm like, okay, this is freaking me out. But my dogs are in the room with the kids, and I'm thinking, this can't be real. Because at that point in my life, I didn't really believe in these things, you know? So kids are good. A wife is still sleeping in her bed. And I go lay back down on the couch again and fall back asleep. It's like, now it's about 3 a.m, you know? Now all of a sudden, there's something on my chest, and it's holding me down.
Wow.
And it's choking me. And I can't move, I can't speak, I can't breathe, but I could see this figure over me. And it's just a dark shadow. It's not like a person, but it's dark. And it's choking me, and I can't get up. And I feel like it's going to choke me out. And then all of a sudden, I'm like struggling, and then it smacks me in the face real hard.
You serious?
serious. I'm not even joking. This is true story. I swear to you on the Bible, you know. And then there's a lot more because this goes on for a long time. But I can't give you all of it in one night.
Yeah. And I got you. I got you.
This goes on for months.
But for months, you was getting slapped up by ghosts?
Well, other things were happening, but it goes on for months. You know what I mean? In and out. But that night, now that happens to me. I'm freaked out. I finally break loose. This thing gets up off of me, and it like disappears away, like through the wall. You know, out through the wall into the kitchen, and I'm like freaking out. I moved my kids into the bedroom with the wife, and the dogs are all in there, and I put them all in the same room, right? Because I'm freaked out now, like totally freaked out. And I'm like remembering, because I have a past of being around pastors and stuff, right? So I turned on the Trinity Network. You know, I started putting on like gospel stuff, like literally. I'm not even joking, because that's how freaked out I was. And I'm like turning lights on in the house, and I put on the Trinity Network, and I'm like saying, in the name of Jesus, you know, you can't be here, and things like that, because I had been around, you know, fellowships and stuff in the past, you know, in and out. Kind of like a backslider, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean?
Got you.
And so the kids, I get them in the room. Everybody's cool. Everybody's going back to sleep. The wife's freaking out, but she understands what the hell's going on. I said, look, I think I heard something, and I don't, you know, I'm just making sure everybody's safe. So I want the kids in here. And she goes back to sleep, and the dogs are all in there. And I go to sleep, and on the floor of the master bedroom of our house, and this is up in Palm Desert at the time. And I wake up in the morning, and this thing didn't come back. But when I get up, and my ex-wife comes, and I'm in the bathroom, and I'm brushing my teeth. I was getting ready to brush my teeth, and I look up in the mirror, and I got this big smack on my face.
Hold on, you got what on your face?
A big red mark. This thing slapped me. Well, it left a mark on my face.
Damn. About how many times? Real quick, Alex. About how many times you got slapped by this ghost?
Well, I got smacked only one time, but I had been messed with by it plenty of times, like choked, pulled, things like that. You know what I mean? Like dragged.
Damn.
You know?
So this ghost was really putting hands on you.
Yeah, this was real.
Wow.
Now here's the crazy thing. You know, you ever hear of Kim Clement?
Yeah, the name sounds a little familiar.
Well, look him up on just YouTube him. He passed away now, but he was powerful, dude. And he talked about a lot of stuff. But I went and seeked out another pastor again. And I ended up seeing Kim Clement, you know, at this big thing in Los Angeles. And I was invited, you know, and he was speaking. But anyways, now you can see videos of him. He talks about what's happening right now, back then, of all the events, you know, crazy stuff. But anyway, so I started seeing a pastor, and I started talking about God, and I was told, you know what, this thing was trying to take you out, man. While you were not giving yourself to God, it wanted your soul now, because it knew you at a turning point, and it wanted to take you. So that was what was happening, you know, and that's what I was that's kind of what I was learning, you know. But I we ended up selling the place, and we split up. And you know, I had a place in Beverly Hills. So I moved the wife and kids to Beverly Hills, and I took an apartment while I gave them one of the properties that was safe from being taken away, because it was in a LLC and everything. I had it protected. So while they were living in the apartment in Beverly Hills, I mean, in the condo in Beverly Hills, I moved into an apartment close by. So they were close to them, and my kids were going to Beverly Hills High School now. All three of them. I have three now. You know, as I'm living there. I mean, I had another baby, and then that one was. They were growing up there, but I was in this apartment, and every once in a while, this thing would come back, and it would attack me. You know, like one night, it was pulled me off the bed.
What?
You know? It was trying to drag me into the hallway.
Wow.
And I'm not even joking. And I'm grabbing onto shit.
Wow.
You know? And
that's crazy,
I don't know what it was planning on. So I can't watch scary movies like that. If it has anything to do with entities, I can't. Sometimes I still put the lights on at night. You know what I mean? Or I have to have the TV going at night. It still affects me to this day.
Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Alex, man. Like,
but I have changed my life, you know, and I spend time with my kids. Unfortunately, we lost a granddaughter last year.
Word? Wow, my condolences.
She had a heart problem or something. We don't know yet. We're still trying to figure out what happened, but it was tough. It's my son. It was my son's child, but
wow, my condolences, bro. Wow.
Thank you. But when you started doing Spooky Hour, I was thinking I'll be calling in a bunch of times. I never get in, you know. But I'm like, this is rings really hard to me. So I'm telling all your viewers out there. Let me tell you, when you see these rappers and you see all this stuff, and these guys are definitely signing their souls over because number one, I knew the music business, and I was in the music business, and I was around it. And yes, these people sign contracts, and some of them they'll do anything. And unfortunately, family members get lost. And, you know, greed and money takes people to the evil side.
Facts.
And unfortunately, this Satan and the Luciferians and all that crap is so real, it's insane. You know, so I do believe that what's happening right now is that there is white hats out there, and they are taking these people out. I do believe it's really happening. I believe what Amina's talking about, I believe that's all happening right now.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely. The earth been dropping those gems, you know, definitely.
Yeah, I believe it. But anybody who does it, get right with God, I'm telling you, there's another place out there. And I believe that there is an eternity of either heaven or torment, you know, of hell. Because those entities are real, man. And if nobody could ever tell me they're not, you know.
Facts.
And ever.
Yo, Alex, I'm gonna say this, man. Thanks for calling. You got a great story, man. Look, I'm gonna end it on your story. It was so powerful, but also I got your contact because I'm gonna get me some rest. I gotta handle some business in the morning. So I appreciate you calling. For the next show, I know you got another story. I want you to tap in, but we're gonna connect behind the scenes. So send me those tag me on Instagram, post it on your gram. Tag me.
I will because I do the Trump boat parades and stuff, and we do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? We got flags. Matter of fact, I wanted to make an m.reck flag to put on the boat, by the way.
Okay, I appreciate it. Let's get it.
I have given your hoodies out.
Salute.
Your hoodies out, and I got your mugs, and I've posted your mugs. Seriously.
Tag me in that so I can repost. That's dope, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I will.
So look, Alex, this is what you do.
You guys are good people.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. This is what you do, man. Have a good night. And you know, sleep good if you can, man. You know what I'm saying? Sleep.
I do now. I'm just saying, every once in a while I get a little when you go through that in your life, things like that you will never forget.
Got you. Sleep with the lights on tonight, my brother. You feel me? Feel me?
But you guys have a great night.
Have a great one, man. You know what? Is a oh, peace to the earth, Amina. Is a slogan we got for the show. Sleep with your drawers on backwards, and you're gonna be good. You feel me?
We'll be like crisscross, right?
You heard? All right, Alex.
Like crisscross. All right, have a good night.
Have a good one.
All right.
Peace. Alex is a good dude, man. Good dude. So on that note, I'm in the show with Alex, man. He's a big supporter, getting those m.reck hoodies, them m.reck mugs. He support the show with the Blackout Show with m.reck and Amina. So salute to him. Salute to Mark Detail. I've been highlighting you a few times, and you had some good commentary in the chat room. So salute to you. Appreciate the super chat. Salute to Dispatcher 92 on the super chat. Salute to everybody. Emily, 5/5, I believe. Salute to the earth holding me down in the chat room, holding me down on the Blackout Show, holding the universe down with all the gems. So peace to all the gods in the earth, and peace to the Mother Earth, Amina. Peace to China Black, the Queen China Black, my queen. And salute to the Wreck Mob, man. Another successful Spooky Hours Blackout Show Tuesday, 8 p.m. Make sure you tap in with us. Also get that new Amina Uncensored 25. To get that, you can watch the previous video with Amina drops mind-blowing info on Spiritual Cooker / Lady Gaga. The link for the full show is in that video in the description, so you can watch it and you get the full uncensored. Support that. We moving out here. I know we usually drop it on Saturday. I dropped it on Sunday because the tech guy, I had to pick up the slack. That's all I'm gonna say. So on that note, appreciate y'all. Another successful Spooky Hours, man. Like 500 people stayed in the room the whole time. That's love. And we're going to continue to do the Spooky Hours thing, part 6. I'm going to do next Sunday. I'm going to do it every Sunday. So we're going to do the Spooky Hours every Sunday. And keep coming with them spooky stories. Keep tapping in. Smash that like button too, because I know there's a lot of y'all in here didn't hit that like button. Got a lot of good content tonight. There's a lot of people who got molested and choked out by ghosts. Ghosts was putting hands on people. That's crazy, man. Yo, these ghosts out here putting hands on people. It's spooky. So it's a spooky world out here when you got these ghosts really putting hands on people. But shouts to Alex and everybody who called up. And love is love, man. I'm blessed. I'm grateful to have people tapping in with me, and much love, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Everybody stay positive, stay safe, peace and blessings. And go get that m.reck music too. m.reck and China Black music on all streaming platforms. Paper Chaser, Catch a Lick, All In, Melly Jack, everything. Respect My Handle. Everything I'm naming is fire. I don't make nothing trash. You know what I'm saying? But my whole team good. My whole team dropped gym bars. The Earth dropped gems. We got the bars. We hitting y'all with the gym bars. You feel me? Workout lyrics. You know what I mean? Double entendres. Crazy. Like if you do the math. But this is what we do over here. Bars and gyms. You feel me? Gym bars. So on that note, double deuces and bubble gooses. Gone. It's gutter music. You feel me? Peace to the earth.